Hey everyone, we're here at the Kimberly Run Nature Area, which is managed by the Somerset County Conservancy. It's right off Route 219 at the Berlin exit. Not far off the highway at all, but it is a little tricky to find the entrance to this road that comes back in. So if you're looking for it, maybe Google it and look at the map a little bit to find the entrance. But it's pretty easy to get to from the highway, and a cool place. We're gonna check it out. Lots of different environments and areas to see, and we're hoping for a good hike today. Got a nice wide road starting out on our hike today. We're heading to kind of the main trail loop to see a majority of the area and all that it has to offer here. You can tell they put a lot of time into taking care of and maintaining this area. Even have some of the trees marked what species of tree that it is. So we've hiked in not quite half a mile yet, but we've hit Kimberly Run, the namesake of the nature area. It's a little stream here. It's a little bit muddy today. We've had some rain over the past couple of days. I have heard there are some trout in it and they stock it a little bit, but it's not a real big stream, but just real pretty. It's been a real pretty area to walk through. A lot of pines, a lot of ferns, which I love. I love the more open underbrush rather than briars and all that junk everywhere. It allows you to kind of see everything that's around. Just a super beautiful area, and we're just chilling on this little bridge here for a minute. So far it's been a real easy walk on this road. We will eventually hit some trails that'll not be super rugged, but be a little more woodsy and adventurous.
Oh, that's gonna be amazing on the...
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot.
If I got more battery left, it'd be cool to just fly up it a little bit. I don't know if we'll do that today, but
It does get a little deeper out by the entrance, doesn't it?
Kimberly Run, yeah. Do you like having all these like different cameras now?
Yeah, it's cool. Provides a lot of different options. We get a lot of footage. Loving all the pines in here. Keeps it a little more open. Underneath, you don't have all the briars and junk.
So we are gonna try to use the CCAP to identify a species of fungi. So let's see what we can come up with here. This is a crazy looking specimen. Hemlock varnish shelf. Let's see. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I got it. Let me read this to you. Hemlock varnish shelf, flat mushroom. Does not say whether it's edible or not. Let's take a look at these other ones. They're probably the same. So let's just make sure. Let's just see real quick. That has to be the same thing. Yeah. So they're growing. Oh, that's really cool. That's a cool shot. This is a really unique looking fungi, and for me, somebody that recreates a lot of these environments in tanks, it makes it fun because look, like we have a fern that I grow actually in my big tank, and I do try to grow fungi, the oyster mushroom, but maybe there's other ones that might do just as well. And you know, just stumbling across these fungi on these hikes leads to a lot of unique questions like, well, what if I did try to grow this, or what if I tried to grow a different mushroom? So it's really cool taking it in as a perspective of like, well, if this is what I would think about when I was going to create a tank, what would I put in it? And I use a lot of natural landscapes as my inspiration, so it's kind of cool to have the chance to stop and take a look at these things. It's kind of funny because the battery level for a hyperlapse or a time lapse is always really good.
Yeah. We hiked out a really pretty trail through the woods, and we've made it to the edge of the woods here and out into the open field. This field is also part of the Kimberly Run property, and so you have a couple of different environments here and micro ecosystems. There's actually some ponds that we went to earlier this spring and had a frog walk, and got to see a lot of salamanders the night we were here, but I'm sure there's other frogs and stuff that breed in those ponds. Just a lot of different cool stuff to see. A really big open field here. Looks like you can do some bird hunting or something here. There's a sign about picking up your shotgun shells. So this area is open to hunting, so be careful if you're out here in the fall. There'll be hunters around, and deer and small game and other things.
You're looking at the partner in crime, the Insta360. This is the DJI Air 2S. They use this drone for mapping. They also use this drone for a lot of cinematic shots. It has a 1-inch sensor just like the Insta360, which is what you're watching the scene on. So I got these to be able to do map making at some point, survey work, actually to get pretty close to survey grade measurements of properties, mostly like ponds and stuff like that, not like actually doing an entire property, but features of a property to figure out the scale in some capacity. So even though it's a little windy, this drone is really good at handling the wind. Very high wind resistance. We'll see if we can get it off the ground because of all the grass. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to give it a shot.
There you go. You have liftoff.
Kids, don't try that at home. That's not a great idea.
It's holding pretty steady even with the breeze.
Yeah.
It's cool, we got this nice big open field we can fly it over and see the edge of the woods and stuff too. Oh, those birds. You must be close to their nest. We have some ponds out here on the edge of the field. These were put here for breeding ground for amphibians. We were out here earlier this spring, saw a bunch of salamanders out here. Doesn't look like there's too much activity here at the moment. Still have our drone up there in the air. I don't know if it's showing up on the video or not. We've been getting attacked by some birds because they're out here nesting in the edge of the field. Just got run off by some birds, a little bit too close to their nest. It's cool they have some nesting habitat for birds out here. I did see earlier this year they did like a bird watching walk out here, and I think they have a lot of different variety of birds. So it's a cool place if you're a birder to go check that out. It's a little bit breezy, but a really beautiful morning to be out. We have a little frog out there chilling in the middle, and I saw some salamanders swimming around too. So we got some life springing up here in this vernal pool. These are kind of man-made pools to help create some habitat in this area. It's kind of cool they can build and restore this type of habitat. We're not too far. We can hear 219, that highway, and we can see the turnpike off in the distance. And for them to buy this area and make it kind of a nature preserve and a restoration area is an awesome thing that they're able to do here. There's another little guy sitting. Yeah. This one's kind of drying up.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome, though.
Yeah.
cool place. Look at how big the skunk cabbage is. Wow.
That skunk cabbage is giant.
Last year, for the second frog walk we had here, there were spring peepers that were hanging out and sleeping on the skunk cabbage. But yeah, you can see here how much deeper it is, how muddy the bank is. There must be a turtle or something. Look how something looks like it slid in.
Right.
Looks like they're trapped. It looks like there's almost a little dam right there. If you look just a little beyond.
Yeah, it's interesting how like different this area of the stream is from the area we crossed just a little further downstream. Like it was a lot more rocky, kind of what you think of as like your mountain stream. This is more just like dirt banks, probably more of a dirt bottom here. Got some interesting tree growth here, kind of this opening underneath, and then all those different branches that come out. Comes up and it has like 2 trunks as well, so you walk through the woods and most of the trees look the same, and then every once in a while you come up with something random and crazy like this. Looks like it had 3 trunks at one point and one broke off. It's maybe not even that long ago that broke off.
Yeah. The tree is dead, but interesting to see. Good spot, good hideout for animals if you think about it. You look underneath here.
You got some time if you want to put up the drone for a little bit.
Let's have it follow us out.
Yeah, we can. That'd be cool.
We're at 21, so it won't get like super.
Yeah.
The nice thing about this one is it has sensors front and back and sides. I think it has sides.
So you don't run it into a tree. We just got done with our hike. We went about 1.5 miles, so a nice little hike. Got to see a lot of things, a lot of diversity, some pine forest, some hardwoods in there. Got to go out and see the open field and some awesome bird habitat and ponds there. Got to see a little bit of wildlife today, a couple little frogs and salamanders. Got to see a little fawn. It was pretty cool. It was checking us out, not sure what to make of us, and then eventually it did get scared away by us. But just a beautiful area, actually a beautiful day weather-wise. We haven't had too many of those on our hikes, but I really like this area, and it's right outside of Somerset, so if you're in the area, it's an easy place to get to. Come check it out and take a walk.